So far, we've taken a look at the structure of a letter for the OET, and we've looked at the overall organization. We've talked about that opening purpose paragraph. Now, before moving into the rest of the letter and some of that content that you need to include, I want to focus in on some specific writing skills you can be working on to improve your overall writing abilities. These are micro skills in the sense that you're focusing on one specific area of the language and you're practicing with that in order to contribute all together to your overall ability. So let's take a look at what some of these skills we'll talk about are. I'm going to first talk about verb choices. The importance of when you're presented with more than one verb, recognizing which one best fits the context of the sentence. This is very challenging and it takes time to become familiar with the most commonly used words and based on the context being able to assess which one is the best choice. I'm also going to talk about verb tenses. Verb tenses can be incredibly challenging in English, and we'll talk about the past tenses, so simple past, past perfect, past progressive, their usages. We'll talk about the present tenses, so looking at the present simple, present progressive, present perfect as well, which is in between that sort of past and present time period as well. So verb tenses, they can cause a lot of confusion, but to be a very clear and accurate writer, you need to master the usages of those different tenses. We'll also talk about prepositions and collocations. Collocations being when you have two or more words that commonly occur together. Prepositions are very important in the sense that many verbs tend to take one preposition over another. So starting to become more familiar with those is something we will practice together. We'll also talk about punctuation and the importance of effectively using punctuation to be a more organized, concise, and clear writer. We'll talk about how to use commas effectively, and I'll also introduce you to semicolons and how they can really take your writing to the next level in terms of organization. And finally, we'll also talk about capitals. So the challenge of identifying which words to capitalize, which words not to capitalize, and so forth. If there's anything that you don't see on this list that you would also like me to address, please feel free to write that down below in the comments. I'm happy to add to this list as we go. The next video, I'll start talking about verb choices, and we'll go through each of these aspects throughout. Make sure to subscribe and click that notification bell so that you're updated when that next video comes out.